I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious. I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Hey, welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Friday to you. Good to see you, man. It's been a minute. You made it. They gave us another one, man. All the way back to Friday. Welcome to the program. It's Let's Go Live with Lamont King. I'm Lamont King, and we are now live. Let's go. Let's go. You know, broadcasting live from the newly remodeled. I'm back. We took a couple days this past week due to some scheduling gaffes. And so back in the studio, the newly remodeled Drunken Fruit Studios.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad efficient.
Appreciate it, Lord Jamar. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, Monday through Friday. This is what we do. Something like a podcast, trending topics, celebrity interviews, hilarious commentary, and interesting people. 6 p.m. to 7 Eastern time. Shout out to everybody watching right now on the West Coast and worldwide. Good to see y'all. And of course, right now, let me get this off screen real quick. Right about now, man, introduce the co-host, make it all happen, all fun and games. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Watson, our New York bureau chief. What's good with you? Good to see you. Oh, okay, with the intro. All right, you had to get comfortable. Okay, then. Yes, sirs. But you ain't got all your cheese, though. You froze up. Oh, there we go. Frozen. Okay. Took off 2 jackets. All right. My man. 1,000 grams.
What's up with you, champ?
Hey, good to see you, Playboy. Had to get, because you coming in from outside, of course.
Coming in from outside. I was coming in from the cold.
I know.
See what I did? See what I did?
Yes. Yes, sir.
A little frosty outside, so I came inside. You know what I mean?
As per usual. Good to see you, champ.
What's up with you, champ? Hey.
You know what?
Hey.
I'm empty-handed.
Oh, how'd you do it?
What you want?
This is oh man, I can't remember which rum this is, but it's definitely a rum. I can't remember which one it is though.
So I got after last week, somebody it was Coach Ken, as a matter of fact. Last time we were talking about drinks, Coach Ken, he hit me with a throwback.
What did he hit you with?
He was like, yeah, what about that Appleton Estates? And I was like,
oh yeah, I got that at the crib.
Right, but I'm saying Coach Ken can remember a time. I think he was alluding to a time when when that was like the drink of choice.
Oh yeah,
20 years ago for me.
Yeah.
And I had to stop, so it was no longer a drink of choice.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me go get some. And then I remembered why it ain't the drink of choice.
Oh, no, that's at the crib. I could have put that on ice too, but I didn't.
That, but the show will go in a different direction if I.
Oh yeah, see, rum does things to you. I have a whole adverse rum. That's my fuel of choice.
That's your fuel.
That's of choice.
Yeah.
You know, some people like vodka, some people like, you know, what have you. Some, you know, it's almost like certain colognes, you know, smell different on different people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I got it.
What's that?
Yes. You know, they
Oh,
changed.
that's the Appleton. Oh yeah. Okay.
They redesigned the packaging, which is amazing. It makes them look way more official. But guess what? It's the same product. So
I got the old school bottle. The drink with like the fishnet around it.
Yeah.
I still got that joint.
They let you know.
Yeah, that lets you know. That's like the little barrier on that joint. Like,
Yeah, I don't know
beware.
That. I don't know if y'all really. Shout out to Crispus is still on high. Man, Crispus is still in contract negotiations, which I'm starting to take it personal. But Melvin, our elf on the shelf, has been holding things down. Melvin is real, you know.
That's what's up. You got a black one.
Exactly.
Blackish.
Ain't no white elves around here, chap. We don't do that.
He blackish. He's blackish though, because all they did was put the same elf on the shelf and dye, because that Joker's hair, looks whitish.
No, he's biracial.
Oh, is he? Oh, is that what it is?
Biracial.
So he can do the comb over.
He can. Yeah, he has a little thing, and we don't discriminate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all good.
Post-racial. You know what I'm saying? He's actually
one drop in you black, bro.
He's actually he's racial fluid. He's racial fluid. That's what he is.
From the desk of Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah, he's unbinary.
Unbinary.
Unbinary. He's not non. He's just
unbinary. Okay, right, got it.
See, thumbs up in the chat. I see peanut gallery going on again. No shout outs if you don't bring anybody. So the regulars, I salute you. I appreciate you for being here, but you don't get your name mentioned until you bring somebody. And newcomers, good to see you. This is what you get. We are viewer supported 100% by viewers like you. And if you feel good at any moment during the show, man, $ Lamont King 06. If you hear this, you know, more than enough times, that's punchline. Something was funny, something moved you, or thought provoking. You learned something. Go ahead, slide us a loose dollar. Shout out to James Wright. James Wright, man, he gave me some donated. He was an underwriter this week, sponsorship this week, so I appreciate him.
That's a
repeat customer. Sometimes he be donating, he don't even be watching the show, which is incredible.
That's faith.
More y'all really need to follow that train of, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a good habit. Even if you don't catch the show,
right?
Go ahead and you know, underwrite and sponsor.
Donation by faith. He has faith that you might say something good at some point this week.
Right. You might learn something.
You might.
You know what I mean?
Or catch a giggle. One way or the other.
One way or the other. Either if it's alcohol induced or otherwise.
It might be alcohol induced tonight.
So let me throw this out there right now. Jay Elite in the peanut gallery says, Lamont, what was the big story you were going to talk about yesterday before leaving? I gotta let y'all off the hook, and John, you're off the hook as well. The story got bigger.
Did it? I haven't followed it today.
It's ongoing, and because of that, I'm not equipped to even address it.
Oh,
There's
really?
so much more moving parts to. So it's about Major Hype. So if y'all are social media fans of Major Hype, the Caribbean dude, he's got a situation going with his estranged wife, and it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
And it deals with domestic violence and revenge porn and abuse and all that. And so I was trying to, you know, lay it out. You know, I don't really like gossip. I don't really like stories like that, salacious in nature. But it's ongoing. So without facts or details, it just probably won't make it on today.
Pull it in.
Yeah. Nah, it's too much.
Pull it all the way in.
Nah, it's too much. Pause. Yeah, we get there. So
it's one of those ever developing type of.
Yeah. Well, so all right.
Don't dive too deep.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't dive too deep.
Well, I don't even want to go at all because I was a fan and of his content.
Massive fan. Yeah.
Yeah. And
somebody said, did he kill her? No, she's not dead.
He had a global.
I don't think she's dead. She wasn't dead yesterday.
No. So what happened was, and he went live today talking about it, and I didn't.
Did he?
Yeah, for a long time, and I didn't see the live. I saw people talking about the live.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm not equipped to. If I can't get facts and sources, I don't like to be like what any said. And even though, sidebar, YouTube, man, I be watching these channels that really just talk about gossip and play. Like I see a video of Jack.
Oh, the ones where they be like, yesterday in the news, Major Hype and his estranged wife. You know what I'm saying?
1 million views, 1.5 million views. And then it's the ones where it's like, all right, Jaguar, right? I told y'all Mary J. Blige was a whole ass bitch. I told you, right? It's Jaguar, 37,000.
Mm.
Then there's an account that says, all right, here's Jaguar Wright talking about Mary J. Blige. 1,000,000 views.
Yes.
I don't even
Because
know.
they title it. You know what? You know what we need to start doing? We need to start titling, like when you leave them up on YouTube, just give them like the wildest, most current titles. Even though we're not talking about it, or we're gonna talk about it for like 3 seconds. But every episode, you just give it like a wild title that people are just gonna search for because that was the news of the day. And you'll get like 1,000,000 hits.
I just can't even figure it out. I'm like, I'll be trying to, throw positivity out there. You're literally replaying the video from, I didn't even know YouTube let you do that. Replaying the video from your page, and I replay it, and I get more than you.
Yeah,
I'm missing the boat.
They're reporting the news, fam.
Yeah, I gotta
the guys. That's probably the guys too. No, we're just reporting the news.
I gotta get over myself. I really do. But Major Hype, so he did the live today, and I was like, there's a lot more going on. So basically, he's the guy. If you've seen, he does like 12 different characters. But if you've seen a Caribbean funny social media comedian doing skits on Instagram, it's Major Hype.
It's Major Hype. Yeah.
He's a DJ. He's I've seen him live. He's actually very
he comes out here like once, twice a year. Yeah.
No, he was on tour for a minute. He did like a 2-year run because he'll come and sound juggle. He'll DJ, and then he'll do the imitations of all the great dancehall artists or whatever. And his YouTube content, Instagram, top notch. Nobody better than him. Yeah. The restaurant he opened with his mother in Brooklyn that lasted 6 months.
I was about to say that joint didn't. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Much like most restaurants.
So here's the long and short of it, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. Here's the long and short of it. His wife came out a couple of days ago because they had some type of a public spat or something, and accused him of hitting her. That's not one person word against the other. I don't know if it happened. I don't do nothing. Then some other info got leaked, and he was like, "That ain't true. That's some bullshit." And she was like, "All right, well, here go the pictures." Right, a la Rihanna. Here's a picture.
Right.
I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I can't speak.
Right.
So then later in the same day, there was a sex tape leaked.
Yeah.
Of her. And then all this other info. Then she came back and she was like, "That's fucked up." And that was 2 years ago, and it was in my phone and another phone I had, and he went and got it and released it. And so now the internet is like, "Oh, that's federal crime, revenge porn, blah 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 blah." Everybody taking sides or whatever. And then today, I guess it got worse. He went live and was kind of explain. I can't again.
Okay, got it.
My journalistic integrity, won't let me just be like. And then I heard.
Do your research for yourself.
I got to do my research, right?
Do your research for yourself.
A lot of things that, according to the people that I was watching, who were watching it, they said it does not make the situation better, and it makes him look worse.
Makes him look worse.
Yeah. So,
and you know, he probably left it up. Did he like? He put it so that people can see it after it was live.
Oh, I don't even know.
Probably.
I don't even know.
I don't know. I haven't followed the Joker, so I have to now.
I do follow him, but I don't see everything.
No, I stopped following him, man. I'm like, I don't.
You stop following him.
I don't go for the domestic violence nonsense, man. Like, and if I can't hit you nowhere else, I'm gonna hit you in your pocket. And I know his whole world revolves around follows. And I'm like, all right, you just gonna have one less for me, fam. Yeah, I don't deal with that shit.
Yeah, and so there's that. So I can't really have an opinion. I don't. You know what I mean? I don't like to. It's too early to pick sides. So I don't know if he hit.
It's literally. I ain't want to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me.
I'm like, did she fall and hit her head on the couch? Like I wasn't. Like I don't do all that. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Did she do like Lynn Whitfield and get a bag of oranges and just start hitting herself in the face?
Yeah, it's 2020. Like you can't believe what's in front of you. Like I don't even hard to have an opinion, but you know
half the audience didn't get that reference.
Yeah, right.
They should, but they didn't get it.
But yeah, Twitter is an interesting and dangerous place, and people got opinions and nah, you should have never. That's why you shouldn't have. And you be like, yeah, I don't even know. Come on, man. So yeah, so it's ongoing.
Two things I take out of that. One, her best get back would be to tell people where his actual lineage is.
Oh yeah, because no one knows.
Because it's a mystery. Because he does all accents so well. But that's his whole gimmick. Like if you ask him, apparently he would never tell you.
Yeah.
But like her best, that's get back number one.
Be like, his
I was-
Jamaican ass.
Right.
Because I think he's like a mix. I think he's Jamaican and Trinity. That's
Okay,
the
I
last
mean,
thing that I
which would
heard.
make a lot of sense. That's like my family.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I think is, but damn, she's fine though. Like, how do you? I mean, like, what you beating on? She look good though. Like, why you beating on your girl, son? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go outside and do something else, man.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like, go do something else. Anything else, fam?
I have no clue why I'm not, versed in that. I don't know
Hey,
why.
that's a sucker move, man. Whatever.
Yeah.
Sucker,
It is.
man.
Oh, yes.
Sucker shit.
Yeah.
Can't deal with sucker shit. Never.
But in this climate, in this culture, like why would you even take the risk? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about for a regular beater, like a person that just beats ass.
Yeah.
In this climate, why would you gotta control yourself? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're a serial slapper, but in this climate,
not 2020.
Like, not 2020.
Not 2020. You got to get that up in 2019, fam.
Yeah,
even looking into the mid-year, you got to, you know what? I need to might change some things around this joint.
You got to go see somebody.
Yeah. I might lose everything.
Yeah, and you got too much. And he came up. So
massively over the last
year and a half.
What would you say? Year and a half, 2 years? Yeah, he came up like drastically.
He gets views.
Oh yeah,
he gets views, and he's funny.
Yeah.
But, hey, all right, enough about that.
Yeah, we was talking about major hype. To whoever asked who we talking about.
Yeah,
but now we're not talking about no more.
Yeah, I can't see.
Google yourself.
Yeah, Google up yourself. Lodge up yourself.
Right, that's right. Google up yourself. Google yourself.
What?
Nah, deal with no more. Just Google up yourself. Done it off.
Over. Done that. So anyway, happy Founders Day, good brother.
Hey, happy Founders Day, my friend.
Brother, that so the jacket, did you take off 2 jackets?
I took off 1 jacket. My other jacket was just sitting here, but that took off the
because that's triple nail. Triple nail is a thing.
Nah. I ain't go triple. I went double, not triple. Double, not triple. It's a jacket and the shirt. Just a jacket and the shirt.
That's what's up. Good to know it, man. So yeah, 114 years Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, celebrating their Founders Day today.
You know,
on a day much like today, Cornell University, Ithaca, New York, 14850. Way back in the day, man. So yeah,
twas a Monday.
Twas a something like a.
Twas a Monday. Monday, and it was a good day.
First of the Divine Nine organizations. Do your Google. So if you want any more information about that, then yeah. Yeah. When is your actual anniversary of of joining the organization?
Mine is March 28th.
March 28th.
1990, the year of our Lord, 1999.
Yes. Okay.
1999.
Man, you got some you're a seasoned veteran, champ.
Yeah. 21 years, champ. That's in there.
Years.
That qualifies.
Yeah.
That qualifies.
And how do you so to the layman, to the outside eye, right?
Okay.
How do you maintain your adoration for the organization and your experience after all these years?
Okay, so
that's the question I always get.
This is the boulevard we going down.
I mean, yeah.
All right. So we're you and I in the state of Maryland.
Yeah.
And we on our joint, so I'm gonna just say our pledge process was different. Back in the day, we actually, we pledged in majority anyway, and 2, it was a statewide participation. Like, you didn't just pledge at your school. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from your other schools came around and they pledged you also. That way you built a statewide community. So the way I stay in it is I remain within that community of the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not I'm not so much in the national community, I still remain tied into the statewide, brotherhood. That is, you and I didn't go to college together. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yet we
experiences.
We share, right. And we run as if we did, you know what I'm saying? Because, once you're in, it's like I can go anywhere and like, yo, that's my man as much as that is my chapter brother, you know what I'm saying? And that's how we do in the state of Maryland. I know some other states are different. Some other states do the same thing. Right. You cross state lines, it might be whatever. But, right. I know I can walk anywhere with first of all, walk anywhere with confidence nationally, but I'm at home anywhere in Maryland. Like we say, Maryland is our yard because every campus is home in the state of Maryland.
Yeah, no, that's real, and that makes sense. Makes makes a lot of sense. But I always get asked, how is it that you still? Because I'm affiliated with alumni chapter.
See, yeah, you better than me.
Yeah,
right, because you're an alumni chapter.
Well, it's not better. It's just you want to do different things for the organization at different levels.
Right, and and as you know, I've been there also. I tie it out early.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I need to get back.
Stations in life, there's certain things you want to get accomplished and get done under the banner of this versus the banner of that. And but people ask you still what? And I'll be like, still? What do you mean?
Yeah, isn't that funny?
You still?
You know why? Because who asks you that? Is it black folk or white folk?
It varies. Both. Combination of both.
Because what I come to learn in my these years is that a lot of the white fraternities, those school fraternities, that's just for undergrad. Once you're in the undergrad and you're done, like they just be like they say things like I was and I was in that. Like once they're done.
Yeah, they don't have the alumni component anyway.
No, when they're done with it in school, like they're like, I was one. I'm like, we was like, well, that was a waste of time if you just was one, for some, whatever. It's like different level of a type of a brotherhood or sisterhood if it's a sorority.
Now, well, so this wasn't today's topic, but I'm gonna get into it. So I see this question in the peanut gallery.
Okay.
Because it's history time. We love history. Facebook user. I'm sure somebody I know, but I can't see it.
Got it.
The question is: someone not considered financial, are they frowned upon? Great question. And hashtag outside looking in. All right.
Okay.
So let's delve into that.
I'm gonna hear your answer. Then I'm gonna give mine.
So it depends who you are. It depends who you are.
you have a sound effect, a ding, like a ding. You know what I mean? Like, yes, that's the answer.
I'll just go with this.
That's the answer. Yeah. It really does. It depends. I look at it, and I'll elaborate on your answer, and I'm sure you'll concur. So let's take, for example, my process, right? I pledged into fraternity, and by pledged, I mean blood, sweat, and tears, several weeks, if not months, being online and going through the whole process, pledge process, right? And that in turn, creates a brotherhood, and it initiates you into the brotherhood of the fraternity, right? Which is different from, like, let's say, for example, there are some grad chapters, not all, but there are some grad chapters who it's more of I join, I pay the initiation dues and fees, and I go through whatever the learning process is. That's almost like in a classroom type setting, and I do these things, and I get into the organization, right? If you're not financial when you enter in that way, like, you ain't doing nothing because you joined on that kind of scheme of things where you're just like, you joined for the purposes of, especially in the grad chapter, right? You joined to be a part of, the after college experience, which is the more, you're the adult, the alumni chapter. You should be that much more active because that's what you paid to get into. Like, you was already out of school.
I disagree.
Right? Wait, but you was already out of school. You're out of school, right? And you paid to get in and you joined the fraternity or sorority, right? If you're not financially active or not in it, then what'd you do it for? Like, you're not doing anything. Like, the whole purpose was to be active after you graduated because you weren't doing anything. You weren't in as an undergrad, because in undergrad you got, all kinds of programs you're responsible for. And I mean, same with grad, but like, but if you're not doing those things as a graduate chapter member, then like, why you joined, paid all the money, and then immediately the next year or the next 2 years later, you're completely inactive and not doing anything. Like, it's so that's like grad skating.
That's not where my answer was going.
Okay.
So my answer, when I said it depends on who you are, meaning that, so the original question, someone who is not considered financial, are they frowned upon? It depends on who you are, because there are some people who don't put as much weight on being active as other people. There are some people who are fine with being inactive, and by inactive, we're going to use some terms that some of it may go over some of y'all head.
Okay.
But inactive meaning you have not been financial and paid your national dues to the national organization.
Right.
You don't belong to an alumni or what we used to call back in the day a grad chapter. Is it frowned upon if you're inactive? Mostly by people who are active. So yes, that's what I said, depending on who you are. Yes, being inactive is mostly frowned on by people who are active and financial. The people who have been inactive for any amount of time, it's not necessarily frowned on. Again, depending on who you are and how you came in. So that's kind of some of the differences. It's a lot of gray area. It's a lot of. Go ahead.
Can I put a check to that?
Okay.
So I'm inactive, right? Right.
Okay. Financial.
But I'm also say what?
It's the term for
the
those.
Term, yes.
I'm
financially inactive, right? I'm financially inactive.
You have not paid your national dues, and you don't belong to an alumni chapter.
This is correct.
Okay.
And I challenge anyone to frown upon me because I'm good. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but if you joined and you just joined, and you're inactive, I can see the bigger frowning upon it because it's like, fam, like you not.
Listen, so let me play the other edge of the sword, and again, a lot of this may be from people's head, but if you're good where you're good at, you're good where you're good. Good is a relative term.
Okay, I'm gonna just speak for me then. I'm good and have been good everywhere I've gone, including on a national level. I've walked up in the national meeting, not having been a part of because I used to work for the body and do the national meeting. Well, I'll talk about not being any part of that and just walk to a national meeting and met complete strangers.
Other people have co-signed you, one, and two, you have shown yourself to be a good brother.
Okay.
Now you travel and your circles vouch for and confirm that. However, there is a whole side of these organizations, these professional civic organizations, where there exists a population who are financial, who would definitely, regardless of who you are, you came in the building and you are not financial, you would be frowned upon.
Okay. I mean, I believe that they exist.
They equate your active level of financial adherence
to stature
to your status as a brother.
Okay. I mean, I haven't met the brother yet, and I've met most, like even in the higher up, all the way up to general presidents and whatever.
So you try to you can have those conversations and nobody be like, "Hey, brother, so what chapter you belong to?"
Yeah, and when I say I'm, I don't belong to an alumni chapter. They might. Everybody has a spiel. Come on, man. Come on over here. Leah, let me holler at you for a second.
But nigga, they're frowning on you. That's scrutiny. That's scrutiny.
It's real dry because they'll still sit there and have a drink with me. They'll still chop it up with me the same way.
You're not any less.
Yeah.
I'm recruiting you.
Okay, that's fine. But you said frowned upon. Like frowned upon like means like, oh nah, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, they're not doing all that.
No, I've seen those. Those exist.
But I'm sure it does, but okay, I'm gonna just completely speak for myself.
Okay.
Right? I am a walk as if person, right? So like, and by that I mean, if I'm confident walking into a room, then you need to understand that I'm confident that I know that I belong in there regardless.
Sure.
Right? So when I walk into a room, whether I'm financial or not, and blah, 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 and they hit me with the, by way of which chapter, and I still mention my undergraduate chapter, and they could look at me sideways all they want, but I carry myself personally, I can't speak to everybody else who this comes in encounter with, in such a manner that you gonna get over it real quick because I know where I'm at with it.
You talking about just real nigga shit. You're talking about man shit. I'm talking about the business of the organization. If you're in an environment where they're conducting organizational business, and the status, cream of the crop, premium.
Yeah, I've been with these dudes.
You will give it. It is frowned upon.
But I'm still be in there talking my talk.
Yeah, sure. Sure, but when it's time
Okay.
to vote, they're gonna escort you out of it.
Well, yeah, because at that point,
But that's what we talking. That's what the hell
you ain't say the vote though. The vote, that's a whole nother thing.
The business.
Okay, yeah, well, okay, yeah.
There are some people.
Uh huh.
It's two parts of these historical organizations, right? And we dropping gems right now, so y'all just pay attention. There's business and the brotherhood.
Yes.
Okay, there are some people who put the brotherhood over the business,
Right.
and there are others who put vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So in that environment, in a business environment, all business, all fraternity business environment, you will get the scrutiny. Period.
Some will. I'm just speaking for myself, and I wanted without diving deep.
Oh, that's my man.
You know how you know that.
Yeah, John, that's my man.
You know that I have the ability. You know that I have the ability when I want to speak to whomever I want to and still have influence.
Talking about that.
I'm just talking about me. I can only speak on my.
We talking about business when it's time to vote. Hey, brother Watson, if it's time to vote,
but if I'm still influential in your ear, I'm just talking about me, fam.
Yeah, but you can't vote from outside the room.
This is true, but I might be able to influence the vote.
Come on. Any who among you couldn't? You know what I'm saying? Who among you?
Not everyone.
But it's not.
I know some people that would go, oh, that's that there would be. I can't walk up to the executive director like that.
What I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you throw that out there. So listen, we're not talking about your character as John.
Yes. Okay.
We're not even talking about your character as Alpha John.
Okay.
We talking about.
So you asked me to step outside myself.
yes, and see that in these types of organizations, right? When it comes down to business, if you are not financially inbounds, you will get the scrutiny.
Yes. Okay. All right. I'm stopping my devil's advocate now and saying yes, this is correct.
Because everything you said, I have witnessed.
Yes.
I know it to be true.
Right.
But what I'm saying is to answer the original question. Yeah. There is frownage depending on who you are.
Yes, this is true.
Let me see what y'all talking about right here. Y'all done went to gang banging and all types of.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. What?
Yeah. Yes. But yeah,
that took a left.
Yeah, right. Said Haynes tomorrow. I almost joined a frat. Some blood set.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I mean, hey, I don't know anything about that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
we do community service over here. I don't know about that, fam.
yeah.
I don't know about that, fam.
Hopeless people are hopeless people, man. That's
right. We just try to get people to vote, right? Yeah, I mean, like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. Frownage is a word. Yes, frownage is a word. But anyway, yeah, man. So.
Okay. Well, there's that.
That was a great introductory question.
It's good point, counterpoint.
Yeah, good count. Yeah. So, well, yeah, it's Founders Day once again. Founders Day. Shout out to all the
salute
other D9s in there because November and January is real heavy with everybody else.
It is, and I'm horrible. I'm that guy that I'm horrible at recognizing everybody else's.
Yeah, I can acknowledge.
If you put it up, if you post it and say it, I'll be like, oh, hey, okay. But yes, I don't know nobody's date.
I know November is
November's a heavy month.
It's the Q's, and it's
SG Rose. Is in November, I think.
I know January is Sigma, Kappa,
aka
Delta, and I don't know Iota and SG Rho. Wait, what you just say? SG Rho was.
SG Rho is in November.
Okay, and January is also Zeta. So it's November and January really is like
yeah,
which is
pretty much the winter month. Yeah. Watch Iota be like July. I don't even know. I'm just
good call. Yeah,
talking.
Yeah. And so Karen Hunter and in class with Dr. Carr, Greg Carr, who's also a brother. They'll be talking tomorrow morning live on YouTube.
Okay,
I think 11. And he's going to be breaking down, I guess, the history of Black Greek letter organizations. Well, I'd love to be a part of that conversation. So I might have to get up and jump on that one.
Hey, man, talk it into existence, bro. Just, get up on there.
Yeah. Let me see. Anybody else in here? All right. Next question. Shit. That's what y'all want to do.
We doing Q&A? Q&A?
Ask a fratter. You know what I'm saying? Ask an alpha. Oh, there it is.
Asking Alpha. That's the segment.
Ask Alpha. Don't ask no food. Don't and also Mr. Clarkson, you around? Oh, I see. Yeah, he's there. Mr.
Clarkson.
Studio G. If you want to jump on, Mr. Clarkson, our executive producer down the hall, Studio G, who's also a member of this
just so happens
organization, right? Yeah. So there's that. What else happened while we wait? What else happened this week, man? Anything jump out at you?
Nah, I missed
had a story.
I missed the whole Soul Train Awards thing. I don't even know if anything good happened.
No, so here's the thing.
Soul Train Awards.
Funny thing about that.
Okay.
I didn't even know they were doing it.
Yeah, I completely it blew right over my head. So
I saw people complaining on Twitter, and I was like, "What y'all?"
Oh, really? About what?
I don't know.
Oh, really? Okay.
Something about CeeLo Green doing go-go and unauthorized go-go rendition, which then started this 4-day conversation in this Facebook group that has 40,000 people in it. About go-go, and they were going off for like 4 days.
About what? Like he proliferated it or something?
So, yes and no. So he did what musically sounded like go-go. It's a new song. CeeLo is a very gifted, talented artist. He's been known to produce music across genres.
Right.
I'm sure in the past he's paid tribute to the go-go culture and music. What's the song? Oh, in the boogie. You know, what is that song? That has kind of a feel to it.
Don't get me to ask me.
When you want me to come, call me.
Okay, yeah.
That kind of had some him and Timbaland kind of have.
Yeah. I know the song you're talking about.
The old joint. So anyway, from what I understand, he did a song, one of his new songs, and it had a real heavy go-go feel. So the go-go fans on social media, which social media, like I said, is just the worst place of the worst people.
Yes.
It's like he stole it. Because one, here's a requirement if you're going to do a go-go sounding song. You got to have somebody from the culture on the song.
Right.
Or who have already co-signed and blessed it off, which is stupid, some unwritten rule. So they were like, nobody from here, from any of the bands, was on the song. So how dare you?
So here's a question.
Okay.
Because
well,
you're
qualified. You're a New Yorker.
Yes, I'm a New Yorker. You're I was just gonna say you're a DMV native.
Yeah.
Right. Don't you think like so like when I first got introduced to go-go, I wasn't like real go-go, not just doing the butt, right? Like I'm talking about like real the band stuff and all that kind of stuff. Like it took me a minute to warm up to it, but when I got hip and like warmed up to it, because I used to, everybody comes out, from an implant from a non DC Maryland, Virginia person. Craps on Vogue, that pots and pans, But after a while, okay, I get it. Like you find the beat, you get hip, like okay, that joint is kind of tough. Don't you think they dropped the ball on taking that nationally and making it?
So this was the conversation.
Because like
for 4 days in this group, they got to arguing, and it was actual go-go icons in the group arguing. So I'm gonna continue. So he did the song, and people were like, "Oh, he lifted and didn't really give a nod to go-go legends and the music and blah blah blah." And other people was like, "Well, wait a minute, that's what go-go does anyway." And so they started to argue. The conversation turned to the fact that go-go is what's called cover music, like cover bands. You're covering popular songs and just making them with your own sound. So the fact that the whole genre is essentially based on cover music, it's hard to go national. Because it's like a cover band going national, which is impossible.
Yeah, but the sound itself is so unique, like you think.
It is. So then the argument was saying that, for the last 15, 20 years, a lot of go-go bands have been lazy where they could have been putting out original music with the sound and take it national. But a lot of our legends signed horrible deals in the 70s and 80s. RE and all that. And people got burned by the industry, by the music industry. And the next generation after them was like, well, we're just going to protect our sound. We don't care about that. Then there's another component. a lot of your favorite R&B acts and major bands over the years all have musicians that are from this area that played in go-go bands because they knew how musically talented they were. So, you know, in the 80s and 90s, you got your favorite bands out on tour nationally with go-go musicians who they're not at home playing in the bands anymore. They're on the road touring with the big acts.
Right.
And so then that takes away from, you know, the creative explosion. So there's no real one set answer on why it's not national. But because of his performance on Soul Train, I swear it started a 4-day conversation. I mean, they were arguing at each other's throats, like people in the old school promoters, club owners, people that play, fans, and everybody had like a different position. But it just goes to show that there's no unity in the go-go music scene in the DC area. I don't even think there ever has been.
Yeah, but I also think, and you could tell me better, but like I think is it not fading away with like our generation and maybe a few years younger than us, because like for all intents and purposes, like my kids are from here and they couldn't tell you one go-go song, like, because
well, you ain't played in the house neither.
Yeah, exactly. But think about how many people, you know, don't. Do you play go-go in the house like frequently?
Well, I only play old stuff. So the genre has definitely evolved. And no, it's not, because they don't play live like they used to.
Right.
Then you don't really hear it as much.
That's what I'm saying. It's going out with.
Absolutely. And this area, these youngins is big on rap too now. So
yeah,
bigger than when we came up. People here scoffed at rap.
Mm-hmm.
And rap was only official if you, as the rapper, came to town and played with the go-go band. Then we bang with you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, it's way died down. The younger generation, they don't check for they check for maybe bounce beat. But if the bands don't play live anywhere, you can't really, you know, that culture can't really sustain itself.
Right.
So it's tricky. It's definitely tricky.
Yep.
But you say your kids, I don't know if I see your kids listening to
no, like no, but
not even by choice.
Yeah, no.
That's a New York house.
Yeah,
you know
very much so. Like they know a lot of 90s hip hop and R&B.
Yeah.
They actually know more than I thought they did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they
know a lot of 90s R&B and hip hop, man. For real.
You can,
which I appreciate, because like, you know, when the joint comes on and they sing along to it or they rap along to it, I go, okay, I did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were listening. They were listening the whole time.
Which is always a bonus. And it's unfortunate, man, because like I what's the word that you cringy. I get cringy now, listen to the radio, man. I'll be like, I'm talking every song. I'll be like, hey yo, what the fuck?
Right.
Like are you
listen to the words? Like, wait a second.
Just not even the words, the delivery, the beat, it's all, and it's not, sure, it's subjective. It's not because I'm old. Like I was in radio. I know what's quality. You know what I'm saying? But it's like now I'll be like, yo, for real? Like you think that's tough? Like literally, you root for that?
Right.
And here's the bad part about it, man. You know, radio is nothing more than programming. And I saw something that really bothered me this week. I posted it in my stories. NBA YoungBoy, there's a soundbite from an interview he was giving, and he was saying, and I'm paraphrasing, he was saying, it don't, fighting with your fists don't make you a man. Whoever said that was stupid as fuck. Killing makes you a man. You know how hard it takes for you to kill somebody? This was a soundbite, right? So I went to Twitter and I searched his name. It was NBA YoungBoy. And they released, it was the same time that Spotify released their, you know, their your year, your numbers or whatever. Man, he had like 2 billion streams.
Oh, for that?
No, just in general, him as an artist. So I'm putting that next to his mindset to how many people take in his content.
Yeah.
2 billion with a B streams, like 50 million downloads.
Yeah.
He was top 3 in Apple. It was like this little thing with all the stats. Programming. That shit deliberate. Somebody like that is at the top
I'm telling you, fam. This is why you got to start changing the titles on these podcasts we doing, fam. You gotta be whatever's topical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And like
title when I post this on YouTube, NBA Young
right, yep. And they will play this joint. We are 49 minutes in.
Yeah, killing.
And they gonna play this joint for 49 minutes in, and they gonna be like, oh, that's okay. That's what they said about it. Okay, got it. You gotta do that.
I'll be like, YouTube, killing makes you a man. We're gonna get instant clicks.
Instant clicks.
Jeez.
Right.
Oh man.
All this voter registration fraternity talk. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that.
Right. Yeah.
Nope. We got a couple that with some bug-eyed takes. Killing makes you a man.
No, that'll be the the screen cap, the image, the thumbnail.
Right.
They were like, oh,
they want to hear some bug-eyed brothers and some killing talk.
Oh man. There's a guy, social media comedian. I mean, it's not new. It's not hate either. He's very successful, has a big following, and he still bugs the eyes. And man, he wins.
Killing the game.
Oh man, everything. Like I went the other day. And I said, "Oh, let me see if he has evolved. Do we do something different?"
You think that's the show, the little show run through that he does, like pre-show, like you know how some people do voice exercises.
Oh yeah,
or, you know what I'm saying. Or some people look at like, okay, we're gonna talk about, he just be in the mirror like,
yeah, to get married.
Like, what that triple look like?
Yeah.
Tonight I'm gonna hit him with the quadruple. I'm gonna give him the 5 second.
Oh Lord. Well, I was like,
right. I gotta practice my cross the screen.
800,000 views.
Right.
Oh, I see. I didn't say no name. But yeah. So you know what? I'm all about positivity. I'm gonna shout out the ones that I do like.
Okay.
Tony Baker, Haha Davis, and Desi, killing.
Okay. Desi,
what's his last name? Banks, I think it is. When he do the hood niggas, the ATL, how hood niggas be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Desi, Tony Baker, and Haha Davis, completely mastering their craft right now. I salute those three. Those are my faves.
Making bread, doing hits,
without
getting hits.
Yeah, without the, you know.
Yeah. Without all the.
Oh, good Lord!
All right, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
All funny games until it ain't.
Right.
Hey, we was having on Karen Hunter show just previously. We're talking about the vaccine again, right? So, hey man, more and more of your people. I said the other day, and big time influential black people is on board.
Like I said, fam,
and Karen's on board now.
Oh, yeah, I need to hear that show she was talking about. The Wednesday show. I'm gonna go back and listen to that to see whatever she was talking about. I'll tell you right now, like I said, so I called into the show today.
Yeah.
I said if I'm gonna take whatever Magic Johnson taking.
But here's the thing with that.
Nah, fam.
I stayed silent.
That's my bar. Give me that magic mix.
I didn't know you was going, so I stayed silent. However, I don't think Magic got nothing, man.
What?
I don't think Magic got nothing.
Exactly. That's my point.
So ain't no vaccine. Water in a
son. Whatever Magic had to do.
But I don't think he ever had it.
You don't think he ever had it? No way. No, sir.
I don't think he ever had it.
No, sir. Son, all that he had to go through. Why would you subject yourself to that on purpose, man?
You had to go through a lifetime of owning everything forever.
No. Yeah, that's the business Magic. I'm talking about basketball and social Magic at the time, because he was so beloved. That's the only reason why he made it, because he was so beloved. But like, he was the first, real public figure. Probably one of the only up till now, fam. Name another public figure that you know that put out their HIV/AIDS test results for the world to know. He changed rule. The NBA rules changed, fam. You sneeze, they stopped the whole game for like 10 minutes and wiped everything down.
So
back in like 92, whatever that was.
My belief is that there was some kind of deal made. Was like, yo, we'll trade you the world if you take this L for us. There's something coming. Something's coming, but we need you to be the face of it for right now because there's a shift coming in the whole world. But on the low, every business you ever want, he wasn't you say Magic the businessman, like he was always a good businessman.
You don't know.
That shit came out of nowhere.
You don't know.
That
He
shit
went
came
to
out of nowhere.
college.
Sure.
No.
Yeah,
Everybody got entrepreneurial aspirations that some people just may excel at more than others.
they just land in the like you leave basketball and then you get everything after that, and you're just the guy.
Yo, Magic is a personable dude, man. You know, he probably connected upon connections, and they probably said, "Hey, Magic, you know what you might want to jump into? It's this Starbucks. You know, you might want to get into that."
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking it was he's in a room. There's a committee, and they slide the joint across the table, and he opened the folder, and it's like movie theaters, card.
If it was Jordan, I would say that. If it was Jordan, that sound like a deal Jordan would make. I don't know about Magic. I think Magic is just one of them dudes that shaking hands and kissing babies all the time. That they go, "Hey, you know who? Call Magic. Get him in on this. You know what I mean? Get him in on this. Get him in on this."
No, because you just said it. You just said he changed the rules, and like it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool then. It wasn't acceptable then.
What?
Like to be somebody with that disease.
I understand that. That's my point.
How do you get more popular when you get it?
But Magic was popular already.
Yeah, but
that's
then
what I'm saying.
more like you go into the Starbucks and you like, oh yeah, I love to drink out of Magic cups. Nah, nah, man. I'm going to Magic movie. I want to sit on these seats because these Magic seats. No,
yeah, because Magic beat it.
Nah, he didn't.
Because he beat it.
Nah.
Like if Magic said it, it must be healthy. It must be okay. He beat it.
Mm-mm.
Who else do you know that beat it, fam? That can't. It's undetectable in the system.
Well, at this point, the medical advancements, the technology does exist.
Yeah, but he was doing it in the 90s, fam.
You have it.
Oh, nah, son.
Hey,
oh, man. He had it.
I seen him. We seen him at was this maybe 2000? I think it was 2000.
Okay.
It was 2000 Essence Music Fest. 2000 or 01.
Mm-hmm.
And he at the joint, he co-hosted the party that we hosted with the radio show I was on.
Mm-hmm.
And he dancing, and it was 4 joints boxing him in, like dancing. Yeah. He had, a little 2-step, little safe 2-step.
Yeah.
Elbows over top of their heads or whatever.
Right.
But they were like unfazed. He's sweating and everything. And this is 2000. He ain't have it.
He had it. He ain't have it then.
People wasn't even scared.
That beat that thing in 98. Fruits and vegetables, juices and berries, whatever he was doing, fam. Whatever vaccine he takes, get that. Hey, let me get that Magic.
Charlie Sheen announced publicly he got it. You ain't seen him since.
You haven't seen him since.
You ain't seen him since. You don't even know if he's well.
Nope.
We don't know what he's doing.
They locked him away. They locked him away promptly thereafter.
He got bread. He
wasn't on that Magic diet, fam. He was on that cocaine and everything else, son. He was doing.
Give him no.
He wasn't making healthy decisions.
You ain't gonna give him no Papa John's franchises.
Nah, he wasn't making any healthy food choices though, fam.
Come on, man.
He wasn't beloved. Magic was beloved.
Come on, man.
They called a man Magic.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's beloved.
It's a trick. It's the whole thing.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. The whole thing was a trick.
And so then what's Black Girl Magic then? If the whole thing was a trick.
Yeah. I haven't used that one in a while.
Yeah, I don't use that one because Magic is a trick. And black girls ain't no trick. Stop falling for the nonsense.
Oh, here we go. So Raul says, happy Founders Day to you, Raul. Pretty sure you don't get HIV from dancing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a joke scrutinizer in the
right. Okay.
Hey, Raul.
I go back to line 37.
Scrutiny. No scrutiny zone. Don't do it.
Can we rewind back to 3 minutes and 45 when you said I don't think that's factual.
What up, Raul? That's the homie. Though. That's the homie. All right. What else y'all talk about here? Then he had a baby too. Oh, yeah, he did have a baby after that. After he got. Well, she was pregnant at the time.
Oh, yeah, she was pregnant at the time.
So that's a little, you don't really know how that worked. Or do we? Yeah, we don't know how that worked.
I don't know.
Yeah, so there's that, man.
All right. What's up? I heard I saw a blurb or a blip that your man Holyfield wants in.
On these little old man fights?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
I think I saw something where Holyfield was like, "Yo, man, put me in, man. What's up? I'm ready too."
Who he won?
I think he wants Mike.
Oh, that would make money. That would make money.
Where does the concern fall in for Holyfield's well-being though? Is he
I think Holyfield's worse off than Mike.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
Yeah, from the cabeza. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I don't know his thinking. You know what I'm saying? But like speech, way worse. He could have all his faculties. Like even up to the end, Muhammad had quick wit faculties, all that.
Yeah.
Motor.
Yeah. The connection wasn't there.
Right. So Holyfield, motor, way worse.
Yeah. Do we really want to see that?
I don't know if I would want to see
because I'm gonna tell you,
I was entertained by Tyson, but
yeah, the post fight was as hilarious as the post fight was almost as funny as when your man got knocked out.
Oh, Nate. Yeah. We said, y'all keep asking about him. What about me? I haven't fought in 15 years.
Right. Like, what about me?
And he said he was high too, which is amazing. Outstanding.
I believe it.
And he's got I think it's one of his companies. So that's even money was made all
the way around. All the way around. But Roy was like, the thing that had me about Roy was he's like, yo, I'm in pain right now. What are y'all talking about? Roy was so smiling. He's like, my body hurts. My insides hurt. I got a 6-pack. I think I need an 8-pack. Everything still hurts. And
Jim Gray.
The people, we said if Pensacola wanted, only if Pensacola. I don't care about whatever everybody else in the country say. But if we survey Pensacola and they want it, I might consider it. But my insides hurt right now.
And Jim Gray kept asking dumbass questions. I was like, and they call it Hall of Famer Jim Gray. I was like, Jim Gray had to have been the worst.
One of the worst. Yeah. Him and what's his name?
Jim Lampley.
What's the old dude, man?
The old one that passed.
The dude that Mayweather cursed out. That was the worst.
I know somebody
in-ring interviewer that ever existed. I can't remember his name, but he would ask questions like he would ask them type of questions. He's like, when he hit you directly and you fell, what was on your mind at that point?
But
I'm dying. That's what's on my mind.
Mayweather, I fuck you up.
Right. He said you ain't shit.
But that wasn't even the word. No, who went off on? I think Bernard Hopkins or Tarver went off on Jim Gray. Jim Gray say some dumbass shit because historically boxing is just a from a commentator standpoint, it's a racist sport because you're just talking about two animals savagely beating each other. It's like they used to really talk down to the boxers because and Jim Gray was he was so good for it and just disrespectful. I remember we
Larry Merchant,
there it is,
Brother Mincy, Kevin Mincy Esquire, good looking out. Larry Merchant,
well, Coach King folks, so
okay,
you guys are the same.
We're all the same actually.
But we used to when I was with that national radio show, we traveled a lot. We went to a lot of the fights. Okay. Like I was at the first Ruiz heavyweight title bout when Rich Pryor died in 2005. I was at that one. No, not 2005. It was before 2005.
What's the best fight you ever been to then? Since you've been to a few.
Well, that one had like nine bouts on it. And it was a young, what was the young kid that he's from a family of boxers. He took the title. Corey Spinks. Corey Spinks was first. That was his first. He took it and then got out of boxing. Went to that one. Tyson was there. I seen Tarver almost fight Keith Sweat bodyguard in the audience, like 3 rows in front of us. It was wild. But I'm saying this to say, we went to several different cities, and we would see them: Jim Lampley, Harold Letterman, Jim Gray, Larry Merchant. When I tell you, if you take some time this weekend and go pull up Larry Merchant clips, we realized after seeing him in person, he was a stone drunk. It unlocked the reason why he was the way he was in those interviews.
Wait, let me help you. Allegedly.
No, this ain't alleged.
Oh, not?
Man, we sat there, we tabled next to them and was talking to them in Indianapolis one time at a brewery. At the Indianapolis Expo. stone, outraging alcoholic. I'm talking about when you stand up, stumble, and the people you with got to help you off. And I started watching with a different eye, Larry Merchant, and it was, he's like, he old. Nah, he ain't old, he drunk.
He gone.
His speech is slurry. He'd be like, Travis.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that would make sense.
The third round, he was throwing a flurry of punches, and you had no answer for. I'm like, oh, Larry drunk. Oh, this nigga he's out his mind. Larry Merchant was like,
that makes it more fun to watch.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
That makes it more fun to watch.
I tune in. I'll be like, what's this HBO? Is Larry? Oh, okay.
Okay, let me wait to see what Larry talking about.
Yeah.
What Larry sipping?
Yeah, Larry's drunk. I mean, for real. I don't know. And just, yeah.
They all were. What's the other? Because the other dude, you mentioned his name earlier. He's the one that used to, he was kind of like the anchor of the commentators.
Jim Lampley.
Jim Lampley,
arrogant.
They did a whole Brian Gumbel's joint, HBO.
Yeah, I used to watch that inside the
HBO Sports or whatever. Yeah. They did a whole joint about his alcoholism and abuse. So
Jim Lampley.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. We would go from.
But I mean, at least I'm saying he admitted it and he talked about his whole.
They would be together drinking.
Okay, yeah.
Literally, but Merchant would be the worst.
Yeah. Okay, because I know Jim Lampley he definitely talked about it on that Brian Gumbel joint.
I can believe that.
Yeah,
like they don't really think about it. What else do they do? They get paid.
Yes. You know who's my man? The announcer dude that has one job. Let's get right, my man. Let's get ready to rumble.
Oh, Michael Buffer. Yeah.
How much is he getting paid? Because he trademarked that joint.
So the rumor I heard, I think it was back in college. He was getting 100,000 every time he said it.
Yeah, I'll take it. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. And when boxing is in its prime, he's saying it how many times a year?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he got 100,000 for that last week,
but so me, my overly analytical self, he said it different, and I was like, I wonder if they didn't have it in the budget for him to say it the way he
can only do it like keep that rumble going for like a second or two, not the full 5 seconds. I was all the way down there and I was scrutinized. He said, let's get ready to rumble, and then that was it, right? And I was like, back in the day, he used to be like, he used to hold that joint. Oh yeah.
And I was like, he probably only had 50.
It's 50,000. That was a 50,000 joint. Yep. So we only got we only got 50,000 in the budget. Like, what can you give us?
There's no problem.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's like, I have a modifier, but he said, so I actually have a tiered system. So you want $25,000? Let's get ready. You want the 50,000? I can give you the 400.
I feel like that's what happened because he was just like, let's get ready to rumble, and I was like,
right,
what happened? I was like, is he getting old? Is he flipping?
Nah, man, fight ain't a fight until he says that though. It ain't a
true.
It ain't a stamped official. Even if it's not a licensed, by the W whatever BA.
Right.
Not, it's a exhibition match. It ain't a fight until your man says that though.
Raul says his net worth is $400 million.
I believe it. Because you know why? Because they got him on. They got him on. Because they got him in the video games and all that kind of stuff too.
Oh yeah, and he's there it is, licensing. There it is.
Right. That's so they got him on those video games and all that stuff, man. That joint, that's money making money. That's literally money while you sleeping.
And so his brother, Bruce. So I saw that story on Inside Sport, or it might have been 60 Minutes, where they didn't even know each other growing up. He found out he was his half brother. But he said he was always drawn into boxing and always. So he was a ring announcer. Before he knew he was Michael Buff.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
His point is for not Showtime. His is
okay, but what's the name of the movie when they get reunited?
I don't know if there ever was one. It was 60 Minutes. I don't know, but his
okay, he was a boxing announcer on this side of the country. He was a young man coming up who knew he always loved boxing as well. They both became announcers.
Yeah, it would be a tough story, but I think his is it's time. Is that
yeah.
And he gets and then there's another one, the blonde hair guy, for Showtime. I can't remember. But what's the name? Joe Rogan. He licensed and it is all over. It is
really?
all over MMA.
Uh-huh.
So yes, hey man, It's America, man.
Get you a
gotta figure it
catchphrase,
out,
man.
Yeah.
Pay these bills.
Yeah. But geez, Bruce Buffer and I wonder how much they paid Snoop. That's the question. Because Snoop performed.
I don't know, but he saved that.
commentated. He did save it.
He saved that
He
joint because
definitely saved
on
it.
top of just laughing in general, like he saved that joint
Yeah.
because when he started singing the spiritual, he was like,
yeah. And dude was still out. He didn't even wait to see if he was okay.
he was like, oh, and then like he timed that thing perfectly. He was like, take me home, and he's like, Mom, and son, to go that limp,
Yeah.
and you called it. You was like, when your head is facing west and your feet
Man,
are
that's
facing
the
east.
hardest thing. Like you can't even do that sitting in a chair. You put your feet to the left and then your head to the right, and then he laid down like that.
Yeah, but fam, like who was training his son?
It was some. I seen it on Instagram. Nah,
he was lunging, like he was launching toward, you know what I'm saying? Like he was trying to dunk the ball. So I'm like, no, it's not a hoop, fam.
Street fighting. He was street fighting. It was, all that athleticism.
But he's burning energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's losing any kind of defensive position because he's fully like almost both arms Superman launching trying to hit something.
Yeah.
You gonna lose, fam.
It didn't work out. He lost.
I called that fight. I was like, oh, he gonna lose. I got the white boy. I got him easy. And I had no idea of the pre-fight banter situation. I didn't know who that dude was, the YouTube cat, none of that. As soon as they stepped into the ring, I said, oh, I got the white dude.
Yeah. And the first knockdown was like a little slip push back of the head. And then the second one was like a clean, like a mush.
That was the one where he went through beyond the turnbuckle.
He seen the camera and was like, shit. He was like, God. And then
when he was getting back up, he like the rope hit him in the back. He was like, oh,
yeah,
okay, I'm out.
yeah, I didn't clear.
He's like, oh, I'm out the ring. Oh, my bad.
The third one, I didn't expect it to be that demonstrative, that devastating,
and clean. It was clean too.
It was clean.
It was no mistaking. It was no slip. No one. It was.
And he went out twice because you're out. If you don't brace yourself, that means you're unconscious.
Yeah.
So and then when he hit eyebrows first on the shit, and I was like, oh, he's gone. He's gone.
I need somebody really. Somebody really needs to see. I wish I was more proficient at these things, but I really could have used the next day the full side by side slow motion of when Apollo Creed got hit and when Nate got hit, like slow motion, and both of them just like going down. And they say because they both went arms at their side down limp, and like the only thing that was missing from Nate was that last that Apollo did. Like remember Apollo hit the ground, he went.
That was the dead man joint.
Yeah, that was my soul's leaving my body. I just booted myself in the middle of the boxing ring. Like I just need Nate to do that.
Tech ain't he techie? Yeah, he not Swift. Your son, he not Swift with like the
nah. He's not. Nah, I wish he was, but he's not. But man, that's because like that joint was like, it was excellent. Like, you know, I mean, of course, the adult grown person like 10 minutes later goes, okay, is he all right?
Yeah.
But in the moment, dog, I was hollering.
Well, in the moment, I thought I witnessed a homicide. I really thought he was there. There was no signs of like, oh no,
signs of life.
He good after that. It was nothing.
No.
I was like, for me, I was like this. I'm at the TV. I'm like, oh, so I think he. I think
a dead.
Yeah, that's what. And then he moved his arm. Then I was like, yeah, yeah. I was like, that nigga dead.
That joke was crazy, son. Crazy. It was well worth it.
Yeah, it was
well worth it.
All right. Speaking of well worth it, ladies and gentlemen, you definitely got your money's worth. And if you didn't send us any loot, then hey, you definitely got your money's worth.
Basically, get what you pay for.
What you got up for the weekend, Jack?
Oh man, so I'm part tiny DIY, part I'm getting somebody else to do it.
I mean, that's fine.
So I did my part first. So like I pulled up. So it's all about the kitchen. So I pulled up the floors, my old floors, pulled them up, hauled them out, and did a little bit of pre-painting. But then I got somebody coming to kind of do all things that I'm not skilled in, that I don't want to look like I did it after it's done.
But you already ahead of the curve. You already didn't save money.
Yeah. Saved me some labor costs. I I did your move. I replaced the hood, the hood above the stove.
Okay.
Recalling the fact that you said, I can't remember if we said this on the air, if this was a conversation we just had, but remember you took the hood off and you shocked yourself because you didn't realize it was connected to the wiring.
Yeah, almost shocked myself.
Had you in my mind the entire time as I disconnected the old hood, right? Had the two wires were probably this far apart, right? Because I'm like, all right, I know they live. I'm like, cool, right? Because if I shut the power down, I got no light in the kitchen. If I shut the whole power down, like, I'm just keep them apart. I know what I'm doing. And I'm like manipulating the thing, and I'm putting it together. And I reached, and the two wires were this far apart, and I still went like this, flop, and I went and because both wires touched both sides of my arm, and I full blown shocked myself. And but I, after I recovered, I put that joint in.
Was anybody home?
No, that was the scary part. I was like, man, the kids had left out the house for like 15 minutes, and in that time, I like flop. And I was like, oh, that's what a taser feels like. But I did it, put the hood in. So I put in the hood, replace the hood. I'm going to replace. I have an in-wall microwave situation. So I got the microwave itself, but there's the trim. There's like a border that goes around the microwave that I had to special order separately. Yeah. But when that comes in, I'm gonna do that myself. But I got the dude coming tomorrow. He's gonna take care of the floors. And I'm not replacing the cabinets. I'm just getting them painted.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because that'll save you all kinds of money.
Are you painting them? Because you could do that too.
Yeah, no, I'm not painting them because I just want them to look good the first time.
Just a quick zip.
Yeah, but So now, I know my wheelhouse. I painted the ceiling. I painted the ceiling. I know my wheelhouse. I'd rather him do that.
Now with the floor, what you pulled it up? What was it? The hardwood or the laminate or what?
It was laminate. It was laminate floors. So
was that hard?
Just the panels. It was just the panels. Pop.
Yeah, mine.
So it wasn't too hard.
I'm trying to do mine, but I got like 4. It's like they were lazy. The previous.
They put them on top of the other joint.
Man, yeah. They're not moving. They're not budging. It's like
I pulled those. So but he's putting down tile though. So I'm not skilled in tile. I ain't gonna lay down tile. So he's putting down tile to replace that. But the laminate was easy to pop. I just had to take off the the returns over the thresholds or whatever.
Yeah.
To get at it. And once I did that, I was just, popping them out, and then just
that's what's up.
Tiny
DIY, ladies.
Hey, listen. Doing that, he gave me a quote, and when I said, nah, man, I'm gonna do this by myself,
then the quote
dropped by like almost 700. I was like, oh, that's all labor.
It's labor and demo.
And time, labor and time, right.
Demo is where they make their money.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all don't learn anything, demo is where they make their money.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do it. All right, sounds good, my man. Appreciate it. Catch you next time. That's
yes, sir.
All fun and games.
That Founders Day.
Each and every Friday, right here on the program. All right, so that'll do it for us, man. Be safe, man. I think it's raining out these parts, but wherever you're at, try to enjoy your weekend. Be safe, man. Don't get don't get involved in nothing you don't belong into. Don't get yourself shot, killed, gossiped about. Just stay safe, man. Of course, if you enjoyed the show and want to support our movement, $ Lamont King 06, we greatly appreciate it. Become a patron at Patreon /Mr. Lamont King. And I think that's it. Yeah, man. We'll see y'all Monday, Lord willing. Hopefully. In the meantime, yeah. Hold that. Good to see y'all.